long time ago, when the polar ice caps melted, ocean waters gradually flooded the entire surface of the planet. Cities and villages, factories and airports, forests, fields, and even many mountains ended up underwater. Human civilization, in the common understanding of the word, disappeared. But humans, as a biological species, survived. Those who managed to escape the flood on the roofs of skyscrapers, on mountain ranges, or on ships, eventually learned to survive in the new world. The most ingenious came up with the idea of extracting fragments of old civilization artifacts from the seabed. The most skilled learned to build ships from that garbage. The strongest and the meanest found out how to take these things from other groups. A new civilization was gradually taking shape, living by simple, brutal laws. The laws of the sea. The laws of the age of water. Move forward to the edge of the rocky ridge. Markers on the compass, top center, and radar, bottom right, will help you navigate. Turn right around the rocks. Someone is calling for help there.
Yay! Oh, I'll be rescued after all! Sharky bandits sank our whole caravan, and, whoa, who are you? Why do you have a sharky boat? So, you must be a newbie with amnesia? Y'all always appear from nowhere. Amnesia isn't contagious, right? Oh, I got carried away. Let's get acquainted. My name is Kitty Sark. After the bottle. When I was born, a bottle with a real cork and a note got washed up against our pontoon. The elders took the cork. The note was sold to the scavengers, and I got my name from the label. You won't regret it, I promise. I'm a great shooter. That's what everyone says. Besides, I know that Sharkies have a treasure map. Let's get it. You don't have a machine gun on your boat? That's not right. The place is swarming with Sharky gangs. We need a machine gun ASAP. Just pick up the machine gun. It's there in the wreckage. It's gonna be a bit too hard without one. Hooray! Now we have a machine gun. Hurry, press constructor, select the machine gun, and mount it on the deck. I know that Sharkies have a treasure map. Let's get it. They must still have the map. Sink them, Captain. Captain, hold the boost for sharp turns. Just keep an eye on the battery's charge. The map is intact. As soon as we are able to decrypt it, we'll go look for the treasure. All we have to do is get a decent boat and assemble a crew. The Mantis Bar is nearby. It's a frequent haunt for unemployed sailors. Maybe we'll manage to hire someone. I see a mine. Careful, Captain. In these waters, you could easily run into an ancient mine and end up swimming with the fishes.
Gorgeous, I'm Mantissa, out on the Mantis Bar. They call me Female Mantis behind my back, but don't be afraid yet. You here on business or to relax, handsome? Ah, so you're looking for male company. That's pretty quiet here today. There's one sailor who was interested in work. Talk to him. To talk to a different person, press their portrait on the right.
Greetings to the free captain. My name is Jack. I'm an experienced sailor. I'm looking to work as a boatswain on a decent vessel. But I can be a sailor or a carpenter. And I'm quite a good shot too. A jack of all trades, so... but the three of us on your rubber boat? Although, I know where to get a decent boat if you're not afraid to take risks. There's a ridge of rocks nearby. It's like a maze. Some eggheads decided to hide there. The eggheads are gone, but the boat has to be intact. Captain, there's loot in the cargo hold. I can sort it. Resources for repairing and making things always come in handy.
We'll sink soon. Hurry, enter emergency mode.
There's no critical damage, Captain.
That's the maze. Now, go very slow. Your rubber boat is too easy to rupture. It's all here. I wonder why no one has taken it yet. Above us! Shoot the hang gliders! Up the boat. At a closer look, it's pretty banged up. I know a workshop nearby where they'll give you a barge that's almost new without asking too many questions. Shall we?
Yep. Now we have a pump. When the hull is breached, I'll pump the water out.
Workshop owner is like a brother to me. We grew up on the same pontoon, and he owes me, so we're all good there. Hey, Jimmy! Meet my new...
Hello, Captain. And hello to you too, Kitty. Glad you're doing well. My name's Jimmy Bean. How can I help you? I can see that. Not a problem. If you won't throw Kitty overboard for her blabbing, call it square. But if we were being serious, there was one problematic pirate. Yeah, but it won't be easy. His trimaran is armed to the teeth. By the way, Kitty, I heard that the treasure you're chasing was already taken care of by that bastard. Not so fast. The new barge could use a second machine gun. There's a diver village not far from here, and they trade in restored weapons. We just need to choose the hull's lining, mount the steering wheel and other modules, check the energy consumption, and it's ready to be set afloat. Plastic is the lightest, and it has the lowest friction. It's the best choice for those who value speed above all else. For those, I suggest iron, the heaviest and the most durable. There's not much cargo to be held on an iron boat, though. Wood is a compromise. It's lighter than iron, more maneuverable, and durable than plastic. We just need to choose the hull's lining. The more, the better. You get energy from the ship itself and the mounted generators. All the other modules use it. Any surplus is stored in the back. It shouldn't. I'm kidding. It won't. You'll be okay. We just need to choose the hull's. You'll understand when the water floods your deck. You have to get the water. Remember, you'll have to assign someone to the pump as you do with weapons. We just need to choose the hull. Of course. Red boats go faster, right? But if we're being serious, then no. It's never. We just need to choose. We just need to choose the hulls lining, mount the steering wheel and other modules, check the energy consumption, and it's ready to be set afloat. We just need to choose the hulls lining. We just need to choose the hulls lining, mount the steering wheel and other modules.
Yes, after the repairs, the boat just feels different. Eager to fight. On the left of us.
Hi, surfacers. It's nice to breathe in some fresh air, you won't believe. Looks like I've surfaced just in time. Look, the canary has kicked the bucket. Poor bird. Well, I haven't been sailing it around in the air. I look for all kinds of goodies on the bottom and sell them to dealers. Family business and all that. My dad and brother work in shallow waters, and I'm a serious depth specialist. Not really. It's dark, stuffy, and you can suffocate there. It's easier to live on the surface after all. Although I see it's not easy for you here. You're sailing around in a barge with only 2 sailors and a machine gun. Are you looking for a sailor? Today's your lucky day. My little brother has been dreaming about joining a ship crew for quite a while. He's thoroughly sick of tinkering with machinery in shallow waters and is afraid of the submersible. He's claustrophobic. He isn't hard to find. Sail to the iron tower that used to produce electricity in ancient times. Our family business is set up on it. You'll find my brother there. Wait! In the depths, I saw that the witch's boil is heading that way. Be careful or you might lose your vessel. How pleasant it is to breathe some fresh air.
Oh, the witch's boil! Well, when you see steam all around and the water turns white, stop the boat at once. Otherwise, we'll lose the hull's lining. Well, they say it's the spirit of the depths boiling ink out of a giant scuttlefish. Oh, maybe it's nonsense, but it's very strong.
They're holding the hull. Captain. It's the witch's boil. If we don't stop, the ink will run through half the hull. The boil is gone, so we can move on. I recommend that you check the state of the hull.
If you want to buy weapons, sorry. We've sold everything to a wholesaler. We'll have new guns next week.
You must be a free captain. Some people have all the luck. Sailing around the world, meeting people, shooting, robbing, living an exciting life. I'm stuck here, scrubbing rusty junk, day in, day out. Your crew? Seriously? I would right now, but Dad won't let me. He cares more about the family business than excitement. I'm going to rot here. That's impossible. But if it works, I'll jump on your boat in a heartbeat, Captain.
What do you want, Drifter? We don't sell trash here. Try the scavengers. We only deal in bulk, no exceptions. Seriously? I'd be happy to let him. He's dreamt of adventures since he was a boy, and he can't stand the work here. I do, but our family has an unbreakable tradition. Any son who leaves the family must build a weapon to take with him with his own hands. You have only one machine gun? Let my son find the parts to craft a good machine gun and install it onto your boat.
Oh, I'm so sick of this place. No way. You're joking, right? I'm all yours, Captain. Ready to serve you to the grave.
I know where to find the wreckage of a military plane with a gun on it. Keep heading for the marker. Yeah, look into the water. We'll use the dredge here. Great. Now choose craft. Then select the machine gun.
Captain, the hull is damaged, and we've got nothing to repair it with.
Captain, the machine gun's ready to be mounted on the deck. But first, remove the barrel and mount a generator. The machine gun needs powering.
Now we can tear apart that pirate on the trimaran flying the black flag. The one Jimmy was talking about. The pirate trimaran is ahead. Send it to the bottom. Shoot the engine and the barrels.
Treasure chest. It's huge, but it has a tricky look, one you can't just pick.
We're gaining more experience, Captain. When you have a spare minute, select new skills for everyone.
The hull is damaged. We've got nothing to repair it with.
Looks like we're here. We need to get closer and activate the translocator.
Managed to pick the lock. Hopefully, without damaging the contents. I'm dying to know what's inside.
Nice! This trove was worth the effort. So many cool things. There's even a fishing rod. Hooray, Captain! We did it! We are in the center of the sector. All we have to do now is get to the city in the north. All hands on deck, full speed ahead. Set course to the north. Captain, look. What's that thing flying over there? Let's get closer.
Do you really see us, Drifter? But we are ghosts. No one ever sees our balloon. Well, almost no one. My name is Flying...
And I'm Dutchman.
Well, since you can actually see us, we'd like to be friends with you and help you somehow. Head north to 3 Whales. All newbies have to introduce themselves to the mayor. Do you need anything else? A cannon? Yeah, newbies all love cannons. We'll look for something for you from above. When we find something, we'll let you know. We'll be seeing each other quite a bit now, Drifter. We are always glad to see you.
I'm Sergeant Harkins, Deputy Sheriff. You handled the Sharkies well. It was fun to watch. City of Three Whales is open to you, Captain, unless you get yourself blacklisted. You can visit the mayor, the sheriff, the post office, and the trade post. City of Three Whales is open to you, Captain, unless... City of Three Whales... I'm the Mayor of Three Wells. My name is Rudy J. Glad to greet a free captain. If you promise to participate in the defense of the sector from Sharkies and pirates, we'll give you a piece of the base to settle down in. You'll need a translocator to get to the base quickly. There's a workshop a few miles to the north. They'll give you the device. To learn more about your prospects, talk to the bartender. His name is Leadeye. You'll find the Whale's Tail Bar in the north of the city. Once again, your base is now in Three Whales. After a lecture at the bar, don't forget to pick up the translocator from the North Workshop. The Mayor of Three Whales is always at your service, Captain.
I saw you talking to the mayor. Don't trust him. He's a coward and a bore. Cool guys should avoid people like him. Well, I saw you beat the Sharkies. Not too shabby. You sure have some Navy battle skills. I'm Helga. Helga Tearaway. But I can't chat right now. I'll be waiting for you at the bar. Try hiring sailors while you're there.
I'm Sheriff Johnson, Three Whales Self-Defense Force. Welcome to our sector, Captain. Captain, I should warn you, coffee and tea are strictly prohibited in our sector. Possession and distribution are severely punished. If the Rangers need help, I'll call you, either to protect our caravans or to attack the enemy ones. I'm John Johnson, Sheriff. At your service, Captain.
Peace to you, newbie. Kagawa trade posts are not involved in politics. We are open to everyone. To all. I wish you luck and good deals. I'm a representative of the Three Whales Postal Service. You can always get a contract with us for mail delivery. The Three Whales Postal Service is at your service.
Hello, Captain. I can see it in your eyes. You're new here and haven't decided what you want to do yet. In our world, all paths are open for a newcomer. Pick the one that suits you. See for yourself. like risk and nighttime raids, befriend a courier gang and become a smuggler. Illegal tea and coffee are in high and stable demand. If law and order is your motto, join the ranks of the Rangers and intercept smuggling vessels. You'll earn glory in the respects of honest citizens. If the word law makes you sick, then become a pirate and rob rich caravans. It's quick money, but also constant risk. Headhunters will be on your tail at all times. If a black flag is not to your liking, make money on contracts to destroy pirate ships. Traders are ready to handsomely reward anyone who makes their routes any safer. The most meticulous and stubborn can become underwater explorers. Find deposits of valuable resources on the ocean floor before others and, well, get rich. This is the path of a true explorer. If you're good with numbers and capable of thinking a few moves ahead, you cannot venture out to sea at all. Play the stock market and buy and sell stuff others have extracted. Less romance, but more money. Well, anyway, you'll get your place where you can build your dream settlement. There you will build your new ships, experimenting and combining until you achieve the perfect combination of properties of your own super ship. The most important thing, rumor has it that an ancient Chinese nuclear icebreaker sank in this sector. The biggest nuclear vessel of the ancient world, in fact. Whoever manages to find and salvage that monster can found their own private sector in the ocean and be in total control. 100 times cooler than any major. What else can I help you with? Yes, there was one in here looking for work. He ran off somewhere but should be back any minute. Our establishment is always at your service, Captain.
Something from me? What? I look like some shabby sailor? Are you blind? My name's Jared. Ever heard of me? No. Just for a dog like that. Let's take a walk. My boat's nearby.
Quite a hothead you are. You only just came and already got into a fight with the cuttlefish captain. Are you deathless or just fearless? Well, never mind. I have a lot to tell you. About the most important, of course. Everyone here is lying, especially to the newbies. I heard the bartender blabber on about pirates and headhunters. What a load of bull. You can trust me, though. Quiet! It's dangerous to chat in here. Someone might be listening. Meet me in North Workshop after you deal with the cuttlefish captain. I'll introduce you to an important man. You'll learn how to get even cooler. And how to become a pirate. Maybe.
Our establishment is always at your service, Captain.
Are you kidding me? Take sense of humor. Well, here's my sense of humor. My ship. A time with a flat bottom. Let a blow off steam on the other ships. Even better. I'll take the survivors back to my boat for some fun. And I'll remember you, maggot. Get a bit of shit for next time we meet.
230 feet long? Captain, we'll be able to build an even larger ship.
Hi, Drifter. I'm Crankshaft, the best mechanic in this sector. I can repair any tub. You're a newbie, aren't you? And you came here for a translocator? You're lucky, buddy. Here's the last one. There's a lot of newcomers in the sector, so these gadgets are, well, they're flying off the shelves. Activate the device by selecting the translocator. You can use this to instantly move between settlements you've visited at least once. 3 whales and my workshop are already in it. Take this receiver for communication. It'll be useful. Usually captains build their boats themselves on their own bases. But you are a newbie. Try to contact the 7 Feet shipyard. Maybe you'll settle on a reasonable price. For starters, here's my advice. Make shields for your boat, or at least hang wheels on the topsides.
Hey newbie, this is Tornado. He's a serious guy, unlike the mayor.
Hey, rookie. Helga told me you defeated sharkies around 3 whales. If you're really cool, you and I are gonna be friends. Don't think about it, sailor. First, you need a good ship and a decent crew. And a good ship can only be built or taken away from a weakling.
Have you heard anything about PvP? It's in the volcano sector. You'll get the coordinates when the time comes. If you're deemed worthy, Billy Bonds will come for you himself.
First, go buy a better boat. You'll get the shipbuilder's address from the mechanic. Then you can rely on fate. A good enemy will make you into a great captain. And be sure to level up your sailor.
Don't be afraid. PvP needs brave, risky captains. I hope you're one of them.
There's a fortune teller living in a tower nearby. Maybe we should visit her? What if she can help you get over your amnesia?
Mermaid the fortune teller here. Who are you? Admission is by referral only. Actually, I'm very busy, but I happen to have a free minute now. Anyway, you may come in.
My name is Mermaid. I'm a 10th generation seer and fortune teller. This magic tower has been in my family since the old days, before the flood. You are either blind or rude. Get to the point. Judging by the look of you, you're new. Amnesia bothering you? Then what would you like to know about? I'll get you an answer from the astral plane. Your first question is free. Land?
You want to waste your one free question on senseless drivel? Where have you come from, Drifter? How could you know there's land in the world? Yes, as it turns out, I saw you standing on the sun. The endless sand stretched the horizon, and there was a strange ship on wheels next to you. No idea. You'd have to ask Brainiacs about that. I'm just a psychic. You know what, Drifter? Look for Brainiacs yourself. The fortune telling's over for today. I need to rest. No. The magic tower is closed for today. I'm very tired of you.
I see a submersible. It's my sister Emma. Let's get closer.
Haven't seen you for a while, Captain. Thank you for accepting my bro into your crew. Just imagine, there's an ancient locator complex just here, right underneath us. I found a useful thing for you there. A working battery. Here, take it. It'll come in handy. What else can I do for you, Captain? The smartest? I don't really know. Ask Dutchman. He's an engineer, after all. He should know.
Captain, that's a battery. An old one, for sure. But if we mount it on a boat, we'll be able to speed boost longer.
whales is open to you, Captain. The Mayor of Three Whales is at your service. How can I help you, Captain? Is that some kind of joke? Of course we don't keep fools here. It's not hard to find land. It's deep underwater. Have I answered your question? The Mayor of Three Whales is always at your service, Captain.
I'm John Johnson, Sheriff. At your service, Captain. Yes, Captain. Sharky's scouts are always lurking around the city. They don't pose any danger to serious ships, but... Nice working with you, Captain. Here's the thing. Here are the coordinates of our caravan. There's a gang of Sharkies going after it, and they're gaining on it. Quick, get to the caravan or there'll be nobody to save.
Sharkies have caught it already. Hurry! Say hi to the crowd. We need to escort the caravan from the city. Well done! It's time to get our reward.
Is the quest done? Good job! Here's your reward. Flak Cannon 1 arrow. I heard you made it in time. I'm John Johnson, Sheriff. At your service, Captain. Here's the thing. The smugglers are as bold as brass right now. And we won't put up. Quick, to the
To all, I wish you luck and good deals. To all, I wish you luck and good deals.
The Three Whales postal set.
Shall we start collecting barrels? Kichiro will be able to make shields for the hull from them.
We need lots of barrels for shields. We should ask the ghosts where we'll be able to find enough.
Captain, I see the balloon. Will you ask the ghosts about barrels?
Hello, Captain. My name is Titus. I build boats and ships. 7 Foot is a trustworthy brand. What brought you here? You have a good barge. With proper care, it'll last a long time. I can offer you a Njord boat or Sanya longboat. The boat is faster, but the longboat is more spacious. It's a deal, Captain, but I don't need corks. As payment for my work, I need you to get me 100 kilos of explosives. How can I help you, Captain? There aren't many smart people around. The majority of the sector's population are either harmlessly dim or frighteningly stupid. I think you might have noticed that yourself. Well, I guess I'm not a fool. Although I wouldn't really call myself smart. The 7 Foot shipyard is at your service, Cap.
Captain, I see the flying bubble. The ghosts probably know where to get explosives. see a barrel. Shall we pick it up?
Hi! We know where you can find lots of barrels. Around the Ladle Archipelago. The rocks there look like the ladles. It's where the first colonist bases used to be. You can always find old broken pontoons made of barrels there. Hi, Sharp-Eyed Drifter. How can we help you?
You know, Drifter, we don't divide people into smart and stupid. Well, you can find explosives deep underwater,
where there's old ammo on the ocean floor. Ama will probably be able to teach you. She's an expert in everything you find on the seabed.
She's actually waiting for us in the Bobber Club right now, having some downtime after a long underwater raid. Join us, Drifter. The Bobber's not far at all. We are always glad to see you.
The smuggler's caravan is straight ahead. Sink them all! must have sunk a courier. We should go up to it and check whether anything valuable is still there. Oh no, it's coffee! I suggest we chuck it overboard this instant. The rangers will arrest us if they discover we have coffee on board.
Hi, Captain. I'm Ricardo Diaz, the owner of the Bobber Club, the most chic establishment in our sector. You see, the Bobber is the ideal place to relax. We've got a wide range of entertainment for wealthy captains. We're always happy to welcome you and your corks. The Bobber's at your service, Captain. Your friends are waiting for you on the round couch.
Here's our drifter at last. Emma was so happy to hear you'd be dropping by.
Hi there, Drifter. This is my favorite club. I always come here to relax after a long dive. How are you doing?
Hi, Captain. You wanted to ask Emma about finding explosives. Hurry up and ask before she drinks all the tea in the club.
Quit heaping slander on a poor little girl like me. I know my limits when it comes to tea. What do you want to know about explosives, Drifter? Easier to show you than explain, especially when you're goggling at that dancer and are clearly in no state to learn. Go see Heatsink, the trader. It's not far from here. Buy a resource scanner and mount it onto your boat. I'll finish my tea and catch up with you.
Captain, if you want to know anything about our sector, I'd be happy to tell you. Jared, you met him? I won't say anything bad about him, but you're pretty new to the sector. How do you know him? Sorry, this will be the last time I see you, Captain. I was afraid he sent you. I hired him for a job once to take out the competition. It's a title I had to earn. But Jared almost ruined my career. He's a maniac with no principles and no breaks. He's insane. It's a long story. But I had to pay him off with a lot of money to get him off my back. Now every day I'm afraid he'll come back.
Great. We have enough explosives.
we can go back for a new boat.
We'll sink soon. Hurry, enter emergency mode.
Ah, you're on time. By the way, Dutchman and Flying were looking for you from a hot air balloon. It seems they have... The 7-foot shipyard is at your service, Captain.
Captain, don't forget to mount the weapons and other equipment on the deck of the new boat. Captain, I can see the balloon not far off. Mission failed.
What knowledge do you still lack? Just ask, and I'll help you however I can. When he walks into my bar, he gets only the best on the house. I'm not proud of it, but I value my house. I don't want any trouble. Let me tell you a story, Captain. One day, Jared went to buy something from a trader, but they were out of stock. He flew into a rage. No, he tied the poor thing to the aft and sailed into Witch's Boil. Sailed straight through without stopping. Now even the Cargara traders are terrified, and they're really powerful. No, I don't know why, but I'm guessing Jared may well have blackmailed them with something. He could have been king of the sector a long time ago. He doesn't want that.
Our establishment is always at your service, Captain.
at all. I wish you luck